H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we broadcasting all over, and sometimes Chris Walker, but we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And it is what? Is this Thursday? Is this baby Friday? This most people Friday, Thursday, but it's our Friday because the Chop Shop is not aired on Friday. So this is our Friday. So yes. What is this week? Just passed so fast. We had high school basketball this weekend. I hope you get out and support the young fellas this weekend. Got some college basketball this weekend. TSU's playing. Gets Prairie View up at the Baby Dome. Y'all call it the Baby Dome up there. So I know I'll be up there. I got some interesting things. I think you need to share this with your friends. I got some interesting things that came across my desk. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, really interesting. And I want to share them with y'all. Yeah. It's very interesting. Gosh, something that happened to my computer screen. But trying to see where I'm gonna start. Hey, y'all, wait a minute. Where am I starting five? Let me shout out to my starting five first. That's D. Holcomb, Corey Willis, Status Moody, Monte Cora, Dale Griggs, Six Man Daryl Anderson. But I see you out there, Alex. Belinda, I see you. Happy baby Friday to you. Herb Baker said that. Will you be enjoying some Final Four? Yes, that Moody already got his. Oh yeah, he coming down. Robert Young is in the building. Let's see, Chris Charles. Y'all need to share this show now. I'm trying to tell y'all got some. That's all right. You know what? I'm just gonna share with the people here. I'm not worrying. I'm worrying with y'all no more. I see you, Brandy. She said, "Don't forget to talk about Boone and that." Wait till I get some golfers on the screen, Rob. Don't do them like that. I got to get some golfers on the screen, man. I played with my partner, one of my partners out there. Let me tell you. I got to tell y'all that. Man, this man had a ball that was so ugly and so nasty. And, you're supposed to clean your balls off. Because you got to understand, when the golf ball is made, it's aerodynamically made. It's made to be clean. So you get a clean hit on the ball. You can wipe it in. So you can hit it and hit it longer and all of this man ball. And the name of the ball was Intech. I ain't never heard of that damn ball before in my life. I said, man, what did you get this ball? I've looked at a million golf balls before. I've been all over the world. I've never heard of Intech. He told me it's a nice ball. It's just nasty. No, man, I ain't never heard of no. Y'all Google Intech golf ball. You probably get 1,000 for $2. And he was just out there, Ray Moore, and gonna try to defend the ball yesterday. The ball called Intech, INTEC. And hey, Brad Kimball is another one of my golf partners. He talking about Robert Young can't play. He be calling Robert Young out his name. Hey, y'all, those two have the greatest battles. Hey, I'm serious. When those two come to play, it's the funniest thing. I promise y'all, when I see these two guys play again, I'm videoing for it. And I'm going to play it for y'all. And I'm going to just put it on social media because they are the two funniest golfers. They be, instead of playing the course, they be playing each other. A 12 pack for $8. I love Monte. Rob, Brad, a 12 pack for $8. Hey, don't hit them balls, y'all. Please don't. You're gonna break your racket. They like a rock. Don't hit them balls. I don't know where he got them balls from, y'all. It's just so funny. Y'all don't understand, man. These guys I play golf with are the fun. Listen, I'm gonna tell you how fun they are to me. I used to go out to my club and play all the time, right? I don't even go out there to play because I want to come over here and play with these guys because they're so much fun. Got some lifelong relationships over there with these guys. I mean, we've had a guy we were playing with for a little while, and I played with him for a little while. Me and him got this great, and then y'all don't understand. About 2 or 3 months later, he just passed away, and I just said, "Wow, life is so fragile." Uh, it's crazy, man. It's just life. I love that game. He said the damn titanium pack is 15 for 20. You you gotta go. You got to go game last night. Ray, what you say? Wait a minute. What did you say, Ray Moore? You go to you go to game last. What game was last night? The Memphis? Hell no. I didn't go to see Memphis, and I'm kind of pissed off at Ja Morant right now, man. Y'all know y'all got to understand one thing you're gonna learn about me. When I know better, I do better. When the truth changed, when the facts change, the truth changed. I just can't, man. Ray. I had a choice of going playing golf yesterday evening or going to the Rockets game. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm about to go and watch the Rockets play nobody. And I'm glad some people from Memphis on here stay on the feed because I'm going to talk about this Ja Morant stuff is getting out of hand. How do you get a chance? You can speak on the Mississippi House bill. Nah, not going to speak on it today. Not going to speak on it. I'm not going to speak on it today. I want to know a little bit more about it before I speak on it. I was down there in Jackson, Mississippi the other day. I talked to some people that worked at the hotel. I talked to some people around there. It's a mess in Mississippi, and we've been knowing it was a mess in Mississippi. But you know, hey, that's what you get when you don't vote. That's the only thing I can say. Look what's happening in Houston. Since you want to talk about the House bill, you got the state of Texas going to come over and take over the city schools. I mean, that's what you need to be mentioning, James tomorrow. That's a good mention right there. That the city of Houston schools are so underperforming and so bad, and this city is supposed to be so big and great, and we got to become the worst. I mean, and we got the state wanting to take over. That's something that we can control, James tomorrow. Yeah, I know. I'm waiting. I'll wait. But I'll talk about the Mississippi bill. But I mean, it is what it is. They trying to take over Jackson, Mississippi, uh, the largest black populated city in the country. But we'll go somewhere else. Man, Crosby schools now have every Friday off. Okay. Ray Moore said, look, Ray Moore. Sometimes we got to take our fan hat off and explain to me why you think it's a smear campaign. Ray Moore, You live in Memphis, but the stuff I've been hearing about Ja Morant and his people around him from the streets, and you live there, and you don't know some of this stuff that's going on. You reading what his lawyer and what his agent said. They supposed to say that. I'm going to play y'all stay. I'm going to tell you why I wouldn't go to that game. Man, first of all, I just can't get... Ray, it's hard for me to get up and go anywhere. I don't even like to go to some of these high school games because of some bad basketball being played. You think I'm going to go watch some dudes play basketball that's getting paid to play it? And they ass can't play? No, I ain't going to do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't man this. I got to go down there. I got to park. I got to go through traffic. I got to do all of this. Ray, no, I can't do it. He said, yeah, I was about to bring that up, Rob, but you said all the bad actors have been removed. What you talking about? What you talking about? Hey, so what's changed, Hatter? Because if I remember correctly, Morant was one of the few players you said, yes. See, to play. I'm glad you said that. I'll tell you in a minute. Just the stuff that's going on and that I'm hearing. Tina, let me tell you something. I give a fat rat's ass about how good a basketball player you are. Tina, I've been in the sports representing business for 30 years. 30 years. Count it. You probably bad at 30 years old. I know that's going to make you feel good. Tina, I saw a lot of players come and go. But I don't care if they can play basketball or football or not. If you know anything about me, it's what kind of human being you are. And the stuff that I'm hearing from my hometown. Hey, y'all ain't noticed I ain't been talking about Ja Morant lately? I talked about him at the beginning of the season, said he's the most. But Tina, let me tell you something, man. I'm not so blind to, well, he playing basketball. He can do all this. That ain't Robert Hatter. I'm sorry. I found out something. I love myself a lot more last night. Talking to a friend of mine on the phone last night. I'm going to come back to that, Tina, but I want to share y'all something last night. We just talking on the phone. I got a question for y'all. I'm glad y'all here. Provision is the first school in the state of Texas to adopt the fourth grade. Okay. Yeah, Tina, I don't care how good of a basketball player you are. Got to be a good man. Got to be a good young man. You got to be a good woman. I don't care, Tina. I've been around the best. I don't have to be a groupie and follow players. They follow and call me. I'm on the way to your town. I'm on the, these people that y'all, some people would give their left testicle to be in the same room. You follow me? So I don't care. If you not a good man, I don't care. I don't care. That's just me. Some people, y'all put up with it. Oh, he can whoop my ass. He can beat my ass because he's a great basketball. He can talk like that. No, that's not happening in my house. Thank you. Thank you, Herb Baker. Somebody said, Yolanda said it would be a travesty. Rob, I'm missing what you saying, Rob, maybe. What you got smoking in your background? Yeah, I got it. Don't worry about it. There's a little something back there. So I was on a phone conversation, and y'all help me. I need y'all's input. Share the show because I need some more people. But I like what y'all doing. But Tina, if you in college, right? College athlete, right? Don't you want to play the best? Answer my question. If you a college athlete, let's say you are HBCU school, a mid-major, a low-major school. Y'all talk to me. Mindy, your son goes to St. Thomas. Okay. Let's say St. Thomas just go play a whole lot of, get a chance to go play Texas, get the best play. 4 teams in a row that's in the Big 12. Would you have a problem with that, man? They gonna get their head beat in, Mindy, now. Would you have a problem with that? Herb Baker, you at Boogaloo State, you get a chance to go play against these top schools, and you got to play all of them in a tournament. Let's say you're a baseball team. You go and get your head toe in. I thought when you go to college, y'all got to help me. Y'all got to talk to me. Thank you. Y'all got to talk. Now, I'm not talking about football. Stop it. I'm not talking about football when they got all them big. They got 100,000 people to your phone. I'm excluding football. I'm going to forgive football. I'm going to tell you why. Because it just ain't fair in football. But a baseball game, Mindy, I'm talking about a baseball game. So the dude get to argue with me on the phone to me. But Robert, you lose your team if you keep doing that. They should play all of these top teams one after one after one after one in a tournament. What? I said, man, why? I said, I don't agree. So he kept trying to get me to understand his point. I said, I still don't agree. Well, you look, one girl might quit. This girl might quit. This dude might quit. This dude might quit. Let the ass quit. Quit giving out participation trophies. If I go to college and I got a chance to play, perfect example. My son went to Cornell. He know he was going to be outnumbered when he played against USC. But guess what he did? He went out there and outscored everybody in the freaking game. He knew he was going to be out. He knew he was going to be outplayed when they went to Syracuse. But he come out there as a freshman and hit his first 2 or 3 shots. When we went to Georgia Tech, Louisville, playing against Donovan Mitchell and all of them guys, I wouldn't dare tell my son, come on, Daddy, I'm fragile. Russ Smith just ran past me. Man, this dude gonna argue with me a million times. And guess what? You can tell he watched the Chop Shop. Guess what he said? Well, Hannah, you just won't change your mind. I told y'all yesterday. I'm got a strong opinion. Your ass got to come with me with not your perspective, but with some facts for me to listen to. Not just your perspective. But I was pissed off a little bit because you won't give me a chance to talk. I said, dude, you've said the same thing for 15 minutes and you haven't changed your beat, player. Well, they're going to lose their team. Well, I don't think they should schedule those teams to play them all in a tournament and keep getting beat up on. I said, what? This college, man. Y'all hold up. It's getting hot. It's getting hot in here. So take off all my clothes. Y'all follow me, man? These people at these universities, man, are freaking sophists. I mean, one girl's going to quit. We got one guy's going to quit. Well, let his ass quit. No, these kids are cut from it. It's these soft-ass adults, Trina. Because the kids... My son had to come on and talk about his first ever game, 35,000 people in Syracuse, in the Carrier Dome. Syracuse had the best team. It was an SEC. The Jim Boeheim. Cornell had the lead at halftime. And then as an old man came up and told me, said, hey, sir, don't get too excited. Because when Jim Boeheim get on these officials, all of this going to change. I promise y'all, it was like magic. Bam. But no, man, it just troubles me. Y'all, when I'm, my friends, when I'm talking to y'all at home, I'm not on the show no more. So don't use, come on, man. That was soft as hell. But I got to share with y'all, man. Word on the street is Jackson State president is resigning today. Okay. AKA being fired. He is the one that pushed Coach Prime out the door. And now he got pushed out the door. Now, I'm not happy about this. I think presidents are very important to the university. We got a great president out there at TSU. They do so many things. And matter of fact, the alumni like this guy. And he had a lot of programs thriving under his leadership. His name is Thomas K. Hudson. But word on the street, people gave to me. He just couldn't keep his pants zipped up. That zipper got him and got him. Students worked one lady, some lady went to something. See, you know, I know people down there, and they just say, hold on. I'm just sending you what the alumni telling me, some people telling me. Allegedly, it's about some women and students. But I think some of it is old before he became the president, to include the student. Supposing a staff member he was he was dealing with. Sorry, Lord. I'm reading their thing. I'm sorry. I did. Went to the IHL. He has been off the chain since he got in office, and he is married. So, you know, a lot of people were getting on Deion, and Deion was talking about, Deion really didn't talk about him, but I know who he was talking about when he said, you remember Deion said, the story gonna come out later. The story's gonna come out later. When I'm leaving, the story gonna come out later. This probably part of that story. We're talking about the Jackson State University's president, Thomas K. Hudson. All you got to do, probably by now, he's meeting with the Board of Regents at 11. So probably he going to get resigned or fired. Had quiet as it kept, you become my new reliable source because your ears to the street. I mean, it's sometimes I hate to talk about stuff like this. I've been knowing this because I knew what Deion was talking about because I know the people down there. I told you I just left Jackson the other day. Left Alcorn the other day. I like Alcorn. You know, it's just in the country. I like to just go there and get back out. I get the country store. You got to go to the country store when you go there. That man in that fried chicken, oh my God, I don't eat fried food no more, but I eat some of that fried chicken. I'm telling you right now. But Thomas K. Hudson, they said, you know, people been telling me, he said, just can't keep his zipper zipped up. When you're in these positions of power and you're a man of power, man, I know it's hard. I'm in one of them positions, man, but guess what? You got to take a look. It's a new day, man. You just can't do it. You can't dip your pen in the company ink, literally. You just can't. You got to have enough game to go outside. First of all, you're married. You shouldn't have been doing it. But it's a right way to do wrong. Take your butt somewhere else. Why you got? Because evidently you ain't got no game to go get no girl nowhere else. So you got to use your status and your. And I don't know his situation. I'm just telling you what happens with the Harvey Weinsteins and the Bill Cosby's and this kind of stuff. They use their positions of power. The R. Kelly, he's very powerful. Uh, but yes, you lose your job as a school president. You're academic to be a school president. You got to be a doctor. You've spent all this time going to school and honing your craft, and you can't keep your zipper zipped up. Is what it is. It was it is. I just don't. If y'all got any more comments on this Jackson State, I mean, it's been in the news. I mean, Jackson State people probably don't want to hear it. man, let me count that. I told y'all. Listen. I told you. Let me tell you something. This woman, this is my favorite person in the world right there. She don't miss nothing. Nobody. And man, hey man, you know what? You know who else? Chris Walker be using that everywhere. Somebody called and told me in other cities, Chris Walker be using my stuff, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm gonna start charging him. But got a couple of things, man, I want to share with y'all. Eric B yesterday, one of my guys. Eric Bournes, the guy I be messing with on the show. I get on him a lot. That's a friend of mine. So that's me and him all the time. So he told me yesterday, Hatter, I just be calling and mess with you because I know this stuff be stupid. He knows some of this stuff be stupid. But guess what? He wasn't as stupid as he usually was yesterday. Because he said something, because I was talking about Eric Bieniemy. And he was just saying, how to be so good? Why he didn't have these interviews long time ago? See, he was thinking, why didn't Eric Bieniemy put out that video that I played yesterday? Long time. I said, the only reason they interviewed him, Eric, he didn't get this part, was he became the associate head coach. That's why he was interviewed. He didn't have no reason to be interviewed at Andy Reid's place because Andy Reid took all the interviews. Because what? He's the head coach. And he's the associate head coach. So yes, he gonna interview. So he just got it mixed up. Why did he do these interviews a long time ago? I mean, what was he gonna get to do the interviews for? He just didn't understand that. So I want to shout out that he just didn't understand. And I didn't understand what the hell he was talking about until he explained it to me last night. See, I told y'all, when I see, and Herb Baker, hell no, I'm not. I remember you asked me something yesterday, you and Jimmy, I'm not apologizing to Todd Mache. Hell no, I'm not. No, sir. No, sir. Because guess what? You're going to print that about him, but you didn't print the good stuff about him. Jalen Carter. So how the hell I'm gonna apologize to Todd Mache for? Y'all got to be at y'all rabbit ass mind. But let me get back to this. Shout out to I saw this. I saw this, y'all, it just touched me. Y'all, some things just touched me last night. So y'all. I need y'all to share the show, cause Tina, there's some stuff. Check this out, man. It's a moment. Wasn't nothing said, but I felt it deep down inside. Watch this. It's Kevin Durant, Brittany Griner, no words. He was one of the advocates calling Joe Biden's office, calling Kamala Harris. And a lot of y'all don't even know all this stuff. Uh, Saying, man, you got to bring this girl home. Talking to Adam Silver. He ain't told everybody about it, but that guy was behind that, man. Just see, I mean, he just said, man, we got this girl back home. I mean, I felt that. I felt that last night. And Mindy said, made her tear. I'm serious, Mindy. Didn't have to be nothing said. That dude, and the whole NBA, Chris Paul, all of them, LeBron James, y'all don't understand how much pressure they was putting on that White House to get this girl. But get this lady. I'm sorry, Brittany. Another thing that got to me last night, kind of got to me last night. You know, because people always messing with him, calling me. Hatter, yeah, what's up with your boy? Hatter. See, I just can't stand these black people, especially black dudes, former coaches and all of that, former college coaches that couldn't make it. They ass got to do something. I mean, yeah, you know, washed up college coach. They go, Hatter, what's wrong with your boy? What's wrong with Stackhouse? What's this? What's it? Why he going after the people? Blah, 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 blah. Not one of them called and said nothing about Matt Painter. Stand the dude. Not one of them. I want y'all to hear what I just said. Not one of these coaches, not one of these guys I know called and said nothing about this right here. Let me see, can I find it right quick? Please let me find it. What did I find? Come on, Matt Painter, where your ass at? Oh, not Matt Painter, I'm sorry. Fran McCaffrey, that's why I couldn't find it. Fran McCaffrey, coach of ours. Not one of them.
And they didn't mention me, I would not have been happy either. So I'm with it for Philip. You know, hey, America may have been surprised by this, but we're not perfect, folks. We do make a couple of mistakes. What is happening here? Like an old-fashioned stare down there. Kelly Blades.
Not one of them. After your visit. But when Stackhouse or Juwan Howard or Penny say something about one of these, or do something, they got something to say. Man, you know you can't do that. Man, Mazel, you know you can't do that. Us good white folks ain't gonna like us to do that. Man, I get so tired of these stepping, fetching ass dudes out here, man. Be parading like they are this and this. Y'all, these dudes soft as Dr. Cotton out here, man. I mean, Dr. Cotton. So, I can't stand them. Especially the black coaches. Who always got something to say about Jerry Stackhouse. One of the black coaches. I can't stand it. Because I'm sick of it. Sick of them. So then, see this moment last night.
Last game, I was a little disappointed because this knucklehead right here wasn't.
Hold on. They just beat Kentucky and Cal last night. Vanderbilt. Do y'all know? No. Rick. This ain't got nothing. Rick. These black dudes talking about the black coaches. I ain't talking about no white boy skin. I ain't talking about no white boy privilege. This ain't got nothing to do with them. I'm talking about us. I ain't talking about this. I'm talking about the black coaches who be anytime one of the black coaches do something, they calling me, man, your boy, man, your boy. Not one of them clowns. Not one of them called and said nothing about Fran McCaffrey. Not one. I was waiting on this one with his everything, with his know-it-all ass. See, I'll keep telling y'all, man, there's two structures going on out there. And I told you, it's a social structure. That's how they see us. But we got a governance structure on how we see each other. We got to start seeing each other better. Instead of every time, what's up with your boy? Worried about what suits he got. Yeah, he's sharp as a dog. But this what he did last night after beating Kentucky.
Last game, I was a little disappointed because this knucklehead right here wasn't a part of it the way he was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So I challenged him to get back and be who he needed to be for us. But we started in this thing together. This is my very first recruit. This first guy that I signed at Vanderbilt. So I get a little bit emotional with this one right here. cease. You know? That's what it's about. That's what it's about. That's what it's, you know, this is a great moment for us, a great moment for our program. And I'm glad that he was able to help us do it tonight.
Got one or two more? Anyone else?
Was that play at the end of the first half designed for Quinn?
Did y'all feel, Mindy, you talking about you had chills. Mindy, I just got chills from hearing that, and I done heard that 5 times a day. The stuff he got to go through at Vanderbilt, a high academic school, that you had to recruit a certain guy, ladies and gentlemen. And then you got to recruit, he got to be smart and can play basketball. And we got these guys that look like us around there hating on him. It's a good man, man. These are good men y'all talking about. Belinda? These guys are guiding our young. That young man. Did y'all see the young man try to console the coach? But we want him fired. Robert, he hollered at the referee. He talked to the ref. John Howard smacked the coach. The coach pushed his player. Man, we got to do better, man. That's why I love stuff like this. Let me show you something. This is why I love stuff like this. Did I have it on here? Did I put it on here? That's why I love stuff like this. That's why I love stuff like this. Watch this. Check this out. Check this out. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll cover my face up. I want you, I'm going to put it over here, so I want y'all to see it. Penny said, I've never coached a guy like that. He's a machine. He's a closer. Talking about Kendrick Davis. And the young man tweeted back, I love you, Penny Hardaway. I love you, Coach Penny. Yo, there's a connection out here with these black coaches and these black players. It's a connection bigger than this. That stuff y'all be around here running y'all mouth about. It's bigger than that. I'll play it again. Stackhouse. I'll play it.
Last game, I was a little disappointed because this knucklehead right here wasn't a part of it the way he was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So I challenged him to get back and be who he needed to be for us. But we started in this thing together. This is my very first recruit. This first guy that I signed at Vanderbilt. So I get a little bit emotional with this one right here. Cease. You know? That's what it's about. That's what it's about. That's what it's about.
I was his first recruit. That's the connection these guys have with these players. When y'all talking about, well, then we had a clown like Jeff Goodwin, Goodman, come on here and say something about Penny. I wondered did Kendrick Lewis tweet back at Jeff Goodman like I did. But he can come on here and say all this stupid shit. But did you tweet Jeff Goodman when he talking about the black coach? Hold up. And guess what? And he ain't through. To show you what's going on out here. While y'all stuck constantly want to be clowns. Let me see. I know I put it in there. Hold up. Wait a minute. Yeah, I got it. It's already, already had it. Hold on. I got to show y'all this. This same clown is still at it again. Hold up. Here it is right here. Look what he tweeted last night. DePaul losing 11 straight, hard to do in this Big East, losing 11. Go and look up and tell me what color the coach is at DePaul. That's all he do is talk about black coaches. Go follow him. If you think I'm lying. He always got something. Go see. Yes, and DePaul coach happened to be another friend of mine. Tony Stubblefield, one of the great men in this whole business. And this clown always got something to say. I ain't said much about Fran McCaffrey. He didn't say nothing about Fran. No, I don't care who you support. I'm asking you, since you comment on Jeff Goodman. I just gave you his Twitter handle. Go comment on him. I'm trying to put your comments to good work, to good use, because they ain't doing no good on here. But think about what I'm talking about, y'all. This ain't, I'm giving you facts. What else I got? In the barbershop, though. I'm just thinking about, I'm going back to this participation trophies and people. We're going to lose the team if we keep losing. We can't schedule all of these people. They're getting their head beat in. In college basketball, or college football, or college baseball. In the barbershop the other day. Young man in there, just talking. Because I hear a lot of y'all talking. I heard a guy on here talking about, Tyler Perry put on a dress and made millions. They demasculating the black male. I've seen Tyler Perry's movies. They ain't made me go put on no damn dress. Have it made you put on a dress? I ain't doing it. Little young. But he was talking about the young man, Jonathan Majors. I don't have the picture. I probably can find it, but it ain't worth me putting it up. But Jonathan Major, he found out that these people were talking negative about him, and he addressed it in an interview. To all you guys out there thinking, just because I wear pink color, guess what he had to say to him?
About being a black man and this idea of masculinity.
You go find it. It's Jonathan Majors, man. It's just to those people who are out there, and he just said, y'all talking it. You wouldn't want to walk up on me on the street. Don't let that fool you, bruh. And Corey, you just put a comment on the screen. What does that mean? You said shaking your damn head. What does that mean? TEA is about to take over HIV as soon as next week. What does that mean? Instead of you just going in, tell us what that means. You done send us tell me what it means. Tell us what that means. You are in the education end. Tell us what that means. If you want to put the comment up there. And look, y'all check this out. Look at this. I love black coaches, but Pat Ewing need to move around. Is it any sweat off your back, King Sticks, that his team not winning? How does it affect your life at all? You probably don't even like Georgetown. Because it ain't affected me. I would never say Pat Ewing is going to move around. I would never say Mike Davis, Mike Anderson, they need to move around like some of y'all do. What do you coach? What do you do? Have you ever coached in college basketball? Have you ever been in a situation where everything that's on your job is scrutinized? I love my black coaches, but Pat, you ain't got, that's an oxymoron. You don't love your black coaches then. Oh, don't qualify with that. I'm still waiting on Corey. He ain't gave us no answer yet. He said all Pitt had to do was beat Notre Dame. What went wrong tonight for the Panthers? Is that what Jeff Goodman said? Who is the Pitt's coach? What's up, Jace? What's up, Jace? I don't, hey man, Cal in Kentucky with all those resources and 5 stars and losing. Thank you, Curtis Joy. That's what we talking about. If you don't want to bring a brick and contribute to the conversation, just bow out. You know what I'm talking about. I don't have time for you because the stuff you be saying ain't funny, man. It just ain't funny, dude. Captain Louis, it ain't funny. If it was funny, I'd laugh. It's not funny. And it's no context to it. It's unbelievable out here, man. I was at Jackson State this weekend. And I saw something that troubled me. I know who Jeff Capel is. I know what color he is. I know who Jeff Capel is. Yeah, he's a black coach. He's a black coach. That guy, constantly. But I saw something this weekend, parents, and that troubled me. I go to the game. I go to the concession stand. Okay. And I saw Aubrey Coleman, the linebacker. You remember I played, hold up, let me give you some context. I like to give you context. Let me see. Aubrey Miller, I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep saying Aubrey Coleman. I'm sorry. This the guy. Check this out.
My D's in 68. Meaning what's time so to get something.
You flunking 4 classes and you can sit back there and shake your head at me, dog? Do you know how foul that is, man? Like, to hear chatter? Like, I don't hear that. It's nobody that'll flunk 4 classes and talk it, dog. And you shaking your head at me. And we sitting up here having a meeting to try to help you. And you shake your head at me.
We can do better, fellas. This is gonna be the last one of these meetings. We got 3 weeks, right, J. Phil?
3 weeks, Coach.
3 weeks, man. Y'all get it done. Need help? Go to your coaches. Get it done.
He was flunking out 4 classes and looking crazy and mean and didn't even want to get up. Somebody trying to get him up, he moving around. I mean, all of this kind of stuff, right? Turned out to be a pretty good player. Went to the Senior Bowl and did well. Aubrey Miller. I'm sorry. Aubrey Coleman, friend of mine, played at U of H, leading scorer in the nation. I don't know why I'm thinking it. Thank you, Tanya. Tanya, Aubrey Coleman. But I saw something. Him and another player was there. I didn't know the other guy. And I didn't, because I don't like to look at guys. I don't know you. I ain't looking at it. But I passed by him, spoke to him. Aubrey Coleman had about, conservative probably now, he had a diamond encrusted gold Rolex. Big gold chain around his neck. The other guy had the same kind of Rolex. Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. I don't know the brand, and I got enough close to him to know that was. was the real deal. But my thing is, Tanya, uh, dude, you're projected to be a 7th round draft pick or not getting drafted at all. You don't wait. You're spending money you don't have yet. I've seen this 30 years in this business. I've seen it. The ones who do that. Now, if you was a top pick, you was a Bryce and them and got all them, I wouldn't advise it then. But you got money. But you are projected to be a 7th round draft pick or a free agent. And you got on more jewelry than Jerry Jones or Mark Cuban. Who gonna pay for that? See, I've had a client before, right? That didn't sign with me kind of later in the process. Before the draft, but a little bit before negotiation, but a little later. When I got to him, Lil Rick, the young man was $500,000 in debt. He had a friend, he had a hanger-oner, a dude that's just going around getting stuff from people. He could jewelry here, this here, just getting stuff from people in this guy's name. They was just living it up off of something. Then he came to me. He said, well, what I'm going to do? I said, first of all, we got to pay this money back. This stuff going to come due. We got people out here buying our young men. And once they buy you, you're going to always be behind. 7th-round pick, free agent, what if he don't make it? What if he get cut? It just troubled me, and it just made me go back and just think, because I used to do this all the time on the show, and I stopped because I thought our kids were educated. I used to always tell these kids, mamas and dad, it's not about being bought. Don't let nobody buy you. When you come to me, it's rather about being paid. You don't want to be no bought Negro. You want to be a paid Negro. Wait, we're going to get you paid. About 3 decades ago, maybe a little longer, sport agents, Walters and Bloom, paid off approximately. This was before your time, Doug. Doug, you're youngster. But I love you, Doug. Check this out, y'all. Walters and Bloom. Google them. Paid off approximately 42 athletes. 21 of them, which were 1st-round draft choices. The actions of Walters and Blooms and many other agents who try to buy athletes are based upon the fact that they believe athletes are young and impressionable, and they do not have the pride and the dignity. Hold on. Let me finish this. Y'all, because this got to be talked about. This is what they do. They come to us. Y'all remember what my first thing? It's not about being bought. It's rather about being paid. When you're being bought, that's use of somebody else's money. When you're paid, you can use your own money, can do what the hell you want to. Tanya, not much. Not much, Tanya. That's all I'm going to tell you. Not much. Y'all, it's been happening, right, for a long time, right? They believe that our young athletes, especially our black ones, they're young and impressionable, and they do not have the pride and the dignity to turn down the money table. It is important to note that all of the athletes in the Walters and Bloom case were black. The white athletes didn't mess with these guys. Yo, that should be, listen to me. If you got a white agent and all he got is black clients and ain't no white guys messing with him, Drew Rosenhaus. Our company, I promise you, and everybody think, I tell you now, shit, I'm not in the business no more, but I never use money as an inducement for representation. Now, if Trey Phillips came and said, well, Robert, I'm going with you. I'm signing with you and signing. Then I'm going to help you get whatever the hell you want. It's different then. But I'm not about to say, man, I'm finna give you this and you sign with me. Never did it. I just don't even know how to do that. Because I know those relationships that relationship ain't going to turn out good. Let me see what Doug just come. Y'all can come in at any time, but Tanya, I don't have that information right with me. But a 7th-round draft pick shouldn't be buying no damn Rolex at all. Because his contract is not going to be, he might get $20,000 guaranteed. He knows, that's why he didn't have the mental capacity. See, Doug said the kid knows too much for his own good. That's why he didn't have the mental capacity to listen to Deion Sanders. Doug said, I've been on both sides of this. See, Doug got experience in him. I'm glad he's here today. And I just got to share this with y'all, man, because we got some of our guys, some of these kids out, they might be in this position, and they might not be the number 1 picks. They might be the 7th. So you got to treat that money like you ain't gonna never get the second contract. The first contract, you got to treat it like you might not get no, because most likely you're not gonna get a second one. Once I represented a player, I was always able to assist them financially if necessary. All the time. I got banks. He need this? Okay. I'm going to make sure my guy's taken care of. I just didn't. I know a bank, but I'm not a bank. And I don't function like a bank. Y'all can tell it now. What's the boy Richard Sherman? We represented this dude for a little while because he had fired his other agent. He came to me. He came and said, man, I need this. I need this. He already been in the league. Already got this first deal. But he came talking about, we ain't no bank. He wound up signing with somebody else. They gave him the money. What would I look like giving a dude already been in the NFL? Now he's on his second deal. I'm finna help him. I'm finna help him get paid. And he want me to buy him. For example, lines of credit from banks are often available for top-rated athletes. Do y'all know the bank that I got Penny to deal with his first ever transaction with a bank. I wanted to get him a line of credit with this black bank in Memphis, Tri-State, just like Unity here. His first relationship with a bank was at Tri-State, a black bank. Mr. William Bufford of Buford, y'all, this 30 years ago now. But what I wanted to teach him was, now Penny got a 30-year relationship with that bank. Because he got a line of credit from him, paid it back on time. Now he got a line of credit. So he built a business relationship because of the people he had around him. Instead of buying him. We try to be a role model, man, as people as well as professionals. We took care of our clients. The agents who would buy an athlete, y'all, they would take away $2 for every dollar they give that athlete. Robert Hatter, my company, I will not be a pimp, nor would I allow an athlete to be a prostitute. Ever. You inform the athlete to not take anything from anybody. To do so makes the playing field uneven for the athletes and hurts his leverage to make an intelligent and informed decision. Because they done gave you the money. Honey. With all that said, do not be fooled in believing some top-rated athletes do not receive money and other gifts from agents. Don't be fooled. They do. So when I was in this business, when I was really, really doing this stuff, y'all, we was fighting against the system with respect and dignity and family. But in most instances, it might be smart to tell the athlete, if you're going to take the money, to take it. But when it's about the time to make your critical decisions on who your agent is, you better go choose the best in the business. I hope y'all heard that. I can't tell you not to take that money. I done told a lot of them, but dude, I can't tell you not to take that bread. I wouldn't advise you on it, but don't let that be the reason you make your decision on who give you the most money. Because the worst dude, probably the ugliest, not consider nobody ugly. The worst, I was about to say something. I was going to do the Jimmy, but I didn't. See, thank you, Jesus. Thank you for bringing me back. But do y'all understand what I'm talking about, man? Black economic development. The most relevant color is green. In this business, it's about getting paid. And when I go back and look at our track record, sometimes I just had to go back and look at the deal. We had two companies, the PSP and the deal, DEAL. The race issue, y'all, let me tell you something. We negotiated contracts with teams and apparels and Sprite and Coke. But the race issue, I never brought it up if it wasn't necessary. I rarely use, because it's obvious. We were black. So I didn't have to use it. Most athletes expect black agents to use the sensitivity of the issue. I learned how to approach that subject appropriately and tactfully. if you're blessed enough to get drafted, Doug, I'm giving you this information because I know you got some guys that's coming up in this league. All my life, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. One thing that I did not feel, one goal that I wanted to represent a white quarterback. And all the great deals we did, they wouldn't even allow us to interview with them. Peyton Manning's dad knew who we were. Never had a chance. See there? Herb Baker don't play no. See, that's when where my man at? Where my homeboy at? Kendrick Lewis. See, this the kind of stuff that I'm talking about right here. Since you want to ask about somebody wearing pink and all of that kind of stuff, look what happens. That's called bringing your brick. Now, let me go back. I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna get back to this, but Corey, just hold up a minute. Let me finish this about because I know I'm talking about a subject that I haven't talked about on this show in years, but I think it's time. There are a couple of questions that I always want to ask a black athlete. Okay, would a white agent? I hate to bring this up, but I want to ask him. Would a white agent allow a black athlete to represent him if the roles were reversed and the black athlete was competent enough? Do you think he would let you? The true numbers state that less than 1% of white athletes are allow competent black agents to represent them. Less than 1%. And actually, white athletes don't even allow competent black agents to even seriously interview them. Told you, for example, first and second overall picks in the 1998 draft, Peyton Manning and Ryan Leaf did not allow one black agent to interview with them, despite the fact that what we did landed the largest NFL rookie contract ever. It was on Jet for Orlando Pace. The largest rookie contract ever for Orlando Pace. The number one overall pick in the 1997 draft, just 1 year before. Hence, it's about business respect. Goes both ways. I just want to share that with y'all. 1997, we was on Jet Magazine. Landed the largest rookie contract ever. The first time ever a number one pick ever been represented by African-American owned firm. I ain't talking about a black dude that's an agent at a white firm. I'm talking about African-American owned firm. That next year, Peyton Manning, Dad, and them said, I know it did. But you know I don't lie, I'm in the house. I'm going to get back to Corey. Corey said it means that they're going to get rid of the superintendent and replace her and others with their own people. HISD is one of the largest school districts in the U.S. Taxpayers have no say in this, which is not right. This happened to North Forest ISD many years ago. Nothing comes good when this happens. Mayor Turner voted for this bill back in. He admitted he did before he became mayor, that he signed the bill. The real estate down, okay, yeah, it's what they want. I know they want the real estate. I know. I know. I know. That's what the thing about the Yates. They want that real estate. Doug, he said, I nipped a lot of bush a few years ago, but I didn't stop them from trying. They were lying. They did. Y'all, I hope. I know most of y'all ain't gonna even have to deal with that because most people's son is not gonna be in the NFL and the NBA. I but yeah, you know what? I forgot. I got. Have I talked to y'all about uh, Solomon Brown wines? Anybody brought some wine in the last couple of days? You know I got to play that on Sunday. SolomonandBrian.com. Man, hey, man, I'm so proud of that company, man. Man. Y'all, every time I think about him and when he tell me the story, he said, Robert, watching this show, man, inspired me to do something great. Wow. Watching this show inspired me to do something great. And they got a great product, got a great wine, got a great customer service situation. And I was thinking about y'all something that just made me because I get to reminiscing about y'all 30 years in this business. I ain't gonna tell y'all not, Doug and Herb. I just got tired. I just got tired of people. Kevin Jones, I was always away from home. Man, I had my house here. I had a place in Atlanta. I had a place in Phoenix. Okay, Phoenix was my West Coast base. Used that condo as my office, and Atlanta was my East Coast base, and then I always had my home in Houston. So, and I was just back and forth. Y'all, I didn't even have to carry to those 3 states. I didn't have to carry luggage because I had clothes in each place. And but remember that time I told y'all about the young man that signed with me, and his mom and dad didn't know it, and I said I didn't feel good about representing you, and I haven't met your parents, man. So he signed with me on that Saturday, and we went down there. I went down on that Monday to talk to his parents, to let them know. And the dad was mad and cussed him out right there in front of me and all of that kind of stuff, man. And when I walked out of that place, a lot of things changed in me. Because I said, all the stuff we done did in this business, created and helped these young millionaires not only get paid, but keep their money. Michael Redd's still rich. Penny Hardaway still rich. Charles Woodson still rich. Lando Pace still rich. Ty Law still rich. I can go on and on and on and on. They still rich. See that's what happens is a lot of people, you can get the money, but who gonna help you keep it? See, these guys now getting this insane amount of money. If these dudes mess this money off, Jason Tatum, all these people right now, if they mess this money off, these dudes got to be on dope or gambling. Now, gambling, you can lose this money. Because you got to remember, you don't get all that money at once. When y'all see them big deals, they don't get all that money at once. And I know y'all, man, you got 20 minutes. You don't get that at once. 1st and the 15th. 1st and the 15th. That's when he get his money. 1st and the 15th. So, I never forget, I think Paul Hewitt, he was on our show a long time ago. We was talking, and he said when he recruited, he said he never said to a player, come help us win. He said, I tell them to come here and get a great education. I think he was at Georgia Tech. Wait a minute. One of them schools. Come here and hopefully you can be good enough at basketball that you can earn a living. He said, I know from experience that winning games for these young guys in the long run really means nothing. You have to have a degree. You have to have skills. Our job is to try to make, to make the most out of your life. Yeah, he was at George Washington, George Mason too. But then I sometimes I would relate that to how I used to recruit when I go after an athlete, when I go to get a very good contract. I just say, when you come with me, you just ain't gonna get no very good contract, right? If you buy into what I got to offer, you can also be a real man. Because this industry is more than money. It's more than, I'm gonna tell you about Ja Morant. I know y'all want to hear about that, but I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna probably get there at the end. Which is what is what the world is sorely lacking now is young men to turn out to be real men. Unlike Hewitt, I wouldn't say basketball games like money means nothing. No. But there is much more when you got the proper representation, Doug. Doug, it means, I know it might not mean nothing now in the beginning, but Doug, over time, when you got a guy that people, that these young kids gonna help them. Cause some of these guys just don't care. I'm serious. Some of these Asians, y'all. Some of for the last 2 or 3 years, it's guys out there, the runners and handlers. They said, man, I'm just gonna get them. I'm just gonna get some money from all of them. Man. They don't care. Yo, it's got to be a relationship. It's got to be. The young man I was talking about the other day, Jalen Carter, he returned to the NFL Combine. He went back to Georgia. He got arrested, got bond, and he went back. I want to share that with you. They charged him with reckless driving and racing. It's a misdemeanor, by the way. Y'all, there's so much I want to talk about. Wow. But I saw this, and I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna let y'all go into the weekend because Jimmy ain't got to come on today because I got something to end this show with. I got so much stuff. I want y'all to listen to something. Y'all listen to something that's going on out here. This in LA. Listen, I want y'all to hear this. Watch this.
Do you harbor any racial animus toward African Americans?
Can you rephrase that question, sir?
You know what animus means? Do you have any ill feelings toward African Americans in general?
Ill feelings? I'm not.
I'm sorry?
Can you repeat that question one more time, sir?
Do you have any ill feelings in general against African Americans?
I have feelings for African Americans, sir.
What are your feelings?
They're just human beings, sir.
Did you hear my question, sir? Do you have any ill feelings toward African Americans?
I do, sir.
Okay. Do you harbor any racial animus toward African?
And the reason I played that, y'all, let me tell you something. I got a responsibility on this show to do more than just tell y'all about sports. Other people, that's all they probably, I said Robert Hatter has. I listened to this deputy sheriff's testimony. His name was Samuel Aldama, regarding the ongoing investigation of roughly 47 police officers being fired in LA County because of internal police like gangs. The regulators, they call them the Vikings, the jump out boys. They are behind some of the most violent, heinous crimes to black people out there, right? But did y'all hear him? He act like he was actually break down the Riemann hypothesis of something. This should not have been a difficult question. But we got guys out there that's patrolling our neighborhoods. Feel the same way. So y'all be careful. Y'all be careful. Hold on, let me bring Jim in. What up, Jimmy? Hold on. I got you in there. What's going on?
What we got? What we got? What I miss?
So much, man. We had I just gave a master class a minute ago, so I just gave a master class. You got to go back and get it. You got to go back and get it. I ain't talking about nothing that you're going to talk about. So you can just go head on and go do your thing and talk about high school basketball or whatever you got. And let's get it on. But yeah, Karima, you should be blown away. Michael, yes, you should. I had to show y'all that. But what you got? What else happening out here?
Man,
I got some for y'all next week because I ain't gonna be able to do it today. But I got some more for y'all. Jimmy, I had something else. I'm gonna get to him next week. Though. But what you got? What you got going on?
So, shoot, man, we got, if we don't say it, nobody else will. Okay. Tonight, Antoine Davis is back in action. And he will break the record. He will become the all-time leading scorer tonight. It ain't no doubt about it.
Playing against Youngstown, right?
They're the number one seed. So here's what happens. If Youngstown, if you're going to, so what is Youngstown going to do? Going to say, you know what? We're just going to throw the kitchen sink at Antoine Davis.
No, they're going to play basketball. They're trying to win. They're trying to get to the tournament. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that means if that's the case, then it's bittersweet. So you're going to beat the snot out of Detroit Mercy. That's meaning I beat them by double digits. Right. And if you do, then Antoine ain't coming out the game. He's not coming out the game, Hal.
Keep talking, Jim.
Yeah,
no, you're good. It's just something that blanked out. Well, keep going.
But at the same time, this got a whole new internet, and so it ain't supposed to happen right now.
You've been better for days. You've been coming through Chrome. You've been coming to Chrome like I asked you.
Been doing that all the while.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was the internet.
Okay.
They needed a new whole what else? New stuff, but.
That's all right. The weather getting crazy though today, but keep talking. We can hear you. We can hear you good.
It's actually raining on the northeast side of Houston right now. It's actually raining. I don't know in what other sides, but once again, if you missed it, Antoine Davis, he's Detroit Mercy, and somebody look it up. Have they moved that game to the main ESPN network, or is it still on Plus?
I'm finna look it up while you talking.
Because that's gonna tell it all right there. It's going to tell it all right there. They've minimized.
It might not mean having a scoring champion might not mean nothing to them.
Okay, but
Jimmy, scoring champions don't usually don't get
true.
a lot of Jimmy. Scoring champions in all defense, scoring champions don't just get a lot of airplay. I'm just telling you.
They have what? Okay, know why? Because it don't happen every day. It don't happen every year. It don't happen every decade. That's why it gets minimum. So we haven't had enough case in point to prove that theory to be true. Whether they don't get a lot of hell, that don't happen. This Pistol Pete's Mavericks record was done when? What? Shoot. How long has it been going on? What, 4 decades? So I'm rooting for him tonight.
ESPN Plus.
It's on Plus, man. That's sad. That's sad.
They most of their whole tournament on Plus.
I understand that, but they can always swap around. Remember, have you ever watched the game and the game running late and they'll put something at the bottom of the screen? You can catch
it on the app.
You can catch this game on ESPN too.
They might have something go across the ticker.
That's not what we're talking about. They're supposed to let the world experience the moment. So they're probably going to beam and flip him over if and when he get whatever game is playing. Here's what they're going to do. I'm telling you what they're going to do.
It's important to us. It ain't important to them.
Okay, if it ain't important to them, then they won't do what I'm saying they're about to do right now. I'm telling you, they're going to flip in. If it's another college game on, they're going to flip them for that next bucket. They're going with the bucket when he gets within 3 points.
Okay, but you just said they I said, dude, what are you talking about, man?
I say they've minimized it, and you just said maybe they don't care. Well, if they don't care, they wouldn't do it at all.
But you talking about why they not putting them on the network?
Because that way you can just get the whole game, not the moment. You get the whole game. That's what I'm saying. Okay. For example, home run. When Aaron Judge got ready to hit, as a professional, they switched the whole game to a network. They switched the whole game to when LeBron James got ready to get the eclipse the all-time scoring record. Those are professionals, but it's networks. They make a business decision. But in this case,
don't you know that people all over the world know who Aaron Judge is? People all over the world know who LeBron James. LeBron James got how many zillion followers? Aaron Judge got. Jimmy, you come on, man. That's not fair.
Okay, let's go back to amateurs then. When Steph Curry was in college, it was not many people. It was a growing sensation that came behind him that eclipsed and climaxed when he got to March Madness. When he got to March Madness, they put some of his games, instead of being on True TV, they would flip them things over to the real CBS.
He was in March Madness. Jimmy, he took the team to the Elite Eight. Jimmy, have you ever been to Davidson?
No, I ain't never been there. I'm telling you, explain. No, not the same theory. What you just said. Not many people know him. No, people didn't know Steph Curry outside of the basketball circles.
Jimmy, he was in the NCAA. They didn't know him until the NCAA tournament.
Until the NCAA tournament. And once again, what I just said, they have 4 games on at the same time.
Mike is not. Antoine is not in the NCAA tournament yet.
Dude, I'm giving you the same example. It doesn't matter about the tournament. It's about a network showing other games. There's going to be other games on television as he's playing tonight. He's going to be on ESPN Plus. ESPN has the right one click of the button to switch one with the other. They can go and shuffle the deck whenever they want to. And I'm saying that although they would not do it for this game tonight, they're going to do it for the moment. They're going to beam you in when he gets within 3 points. They're going to say, okay, we're going to interrupt. We're going to take you over to the tournament in Youngstown State against Detroit Mercy. And Antoine Davis is on the verge of breaking the record of tying Pistol Pete right now. And let you watch it. That's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. And
Jimmy, did you know they had him on USA Today the other day?
They had him on US. You mean in the newspaper or on USA Today?
Let's stay right there. Keep talking. I brought the paper with me. I got the physical paper.
That's what I'm saying. You mean in the newspaper? You say on USA. You mean in the newspaper? And in there. And reading some of the comments.
I love this. I love this. Yeah, I'm back. I'm coming, y'all. I'm coming. Well, y'all take a look at this.
What's the date?
This was last Friday. This was Friday.
Okay. They don't print on Saturday and Sunday. So that's going in. That's the weekend.
Friday.
Edition. That's the weekend edition.
Face is on for Antoine Davis. Now USA, this is the physical paper. I got it at the hotel.
Okay.
So ESPN, like Paul Miranda said something real key. He said, "Man, you want me to take a big time game off to watch this game off the whole? Because all you want to see is the moment. You don't want to see the game." That's what ESPN's saying. That's why them people are who they are, and we down here just watch.
The networks create this sensation. I'm gonna take you back to a decade or so ago, and it was a similar situation going on. But this guy was white, and nobody wanted to see that team play either. They was some garbage. But guess what? They had a guy scoring all the points. His name was Jimmy Fredette, and Jimmy Fredette
he was in the tournament. Jimmy.
Once again, Jimmy Fredette.
He was in the tournament.
In his conference tournament, in his conference tournament, he had became a sensation because they had sensationalized him already. Because more people knew who he was than Antoine Davis at this point outside of the realm of basketball. That's what I'm saying. Because people had marketed him. They had talked about him more leading up until that point. That's the difference, and a big difference. And if you must have been asleep or passed out back when Jimmy Fredette was at Brigham Young University, and you didn't notice what was going on back then. They shoved them down your throats, America. In this case, we see it, we understand it. Guess what? That don't mean that you got to accept it. That don't mean that. And so with Antoine now, and speaking of Jimmy Fredette, how did that pan out? Because they also were saying how good it was going to go, how it was going to translate over to the NBA, and how he was going to be such a star in the NBA. This is the next one right here.
It didn't work.
And how did that pan? Oh, he over there. He over there with Joseph Young.
Yeah, he in Beijing.
He over there with Joseph Young. Before the COVID, Joe, I don't know if Joe went back over there after the because all the restriction they had over there, But Jimmy Fredette, man, and he ain't the only one. He just
man, you bringing up these names, man. So guess what, y'all? Let's just make sure. I hope you got ESPN Plus. If you don't, I don't know how you're gonna get it. you got to go get it for one night. Just get it for 1 month. I think it's $9 or something like that. Get it for 1 month. And then you can always just check and get it on. And you can cancel the subscription after 1 month. So yeah, if you want that, shout out to Antoine, man. Proud of him. Young kid, man, that you get to see and watch him grow up. You would never thought. I mean, it's a great thing to us. But, I don't expect for ESPN. I'm serious. I don't expect that from ESPN. That's asking too much for them because they ain't right.
Which part?
ESPN, that's expecting too much of ESPN.
I'm saying which part of it?
But for them to put their game on national TV.
No, I'm not at the moment. I'm saying they're going to click over and give you
okay. Well, then that's enough then. Okay. So you're all right with the moment, right? You was complaining first. Hold up. First, you was complaining about they ain't got them on network, regular TV. Now it's the moment. Which one you want?
Well,
which one?
You would rather the game be on there, but it's not. Now they have as I said, they have the power to beam in. With they even have the power to give you picture in picture. And CBS remember when you watch March Madness now, you know the difference now, the now versus the old. You actually get to see in picture in picture those other networks on the top of the screen with CBS.
Yeah,
that technology is available to all of them. They probably give you picture in picture. Okay, over here's and then take it on out because it is going to be that games a night are meaningful that they're going head to head with. Number one, University of Houston is playing their last home game against Wichita State tonight. That's a 6 p.m. tip off. U of H is on ESPN2, the number one team in the country, ESPN2. And so Herb, that is an upgrade from ESPN Plus. That's where the Cougars was playing at the last couple of games that they wasn't on CBS. Now, Arizona State and UCLA is on the main ESPN network, but that's a later tip. That's an 8 p.m. tip tonight, and in the Pac, what is the Pac-10 tournament?
Didn't the Longhorns lose last night? And this man talking about hook 'em horn. Didn't the Longhorns lose last night?
Yeah, they lost.
Okay. And Alfie talking about hook 'em horn. Okay. All right. I thought, hey, Paul Miranda, you didn't ask that question. Paul Miranda, it was a question just for you. Herb Baker put it up there. He said, why is Trey Johnson playing with a Houston shoe team if everything is greater in the United States of Dallas? I didn't know Trey Johnson was playing on where do y'all get this kind of news from? What is this news public? Where does this news come from?
Well, you don't know until he shows on up and makes the declaration. Nowadays with grassroots basketball, because people can change their mind because they're recruiting until the first game starts.
I mean, where did this come from? See, I'm not in y'all circles. Where did this come from? Did it come from his dad? Did it come from him? Where did this come from? You can't say?
You have intel. Different people have different measuring sticks and different things, thermometers out there, and they can tell what the temperature is out, and that's one of them.
What, are the teams in Dallas not as good no more?
But here's the thing: no, they're just as good. Southern and South has been great. I mean, you got to realize, and 3D made a surge.
What did he play last year? What did he play last year?
Team Griffin.
Oh, so he just ain't Dallas. Oh, okay, keep going. Okay. See.
So now back to the question. Matter of fact, y'all share the show right now. This can get good right now. This can get good. This can get good right here.
I ain't trying to be messing like Herb them. I don't understand.
No, I don't look at it as being messy as much as trying to seek a viable answer, a response.
Okay.
It could be a little messy, but at the same time, it's not. That's a very good question because it's not the first time it's happened, Adam, in the past 5 years. It's not the first time it happened. Remember Tyrese Maxey?
I remember.
And Chris Harris.
I mean, Jimmy, that was a coup. All of them came. That was weird. That was a one-off, Jimmy. Something happened. It was some mess behind that.
I mean, but it's still though, it had to be an agreement and the parents had to co-sign. These kids understand now. For most of these moves, a parent is the one or the main target of influence, the main layer of influence.
Yeah, of course.
So for 3 or 4 DFW kids to do it at one time, I think Stretch was maybe the only kid from Houston with the Houston moves.
Team. I remember that team. I remember that team.
You know what I'm saying? And so, but for that to happen, that took, think about what you're saying. We would rather go and play down here than to support our own.
Paul Miranda, now I know you're listening to me, Paul Miranda. Paul Miranda, a lot of people gonna go past. That's gonna go over a lot of people's head, buddy. But I understand what you're saying. I got you. I talked about some earlier, and he paralleling it to this. Boy, it was something I talked about earlier, and he just paralleling. That's all. This ain't got nothing.
Okay, if to take the bag and the theory of taking the bag, there ain't no bags in Dallas. So you want to tell me ain't no bags in Dallas? Dallas down south, DFW is what. How would you say it? You guys revolutionized the bag theory in grassroots basketball with the Texas Titans. Remember that? The Texas Titans
Oh, they had the bag there. Yeah, well, yeah,
they revolutionized it.
The bag.
They changed the entire game of the bag.
They find you on the plane bag.
No, not just a regular plane. Not just a regular plane. How to
Excuse me. A private plane bag.
Every parent got to fly on the PJ.
And hold on, and have their buses there waiting on them. Their own buses there waiting on them.
The Dallas Cowboys buses. Matter of fact, that was the Dallas Cowboys buses.
Every kid down there had a trainer.
Every kid had a seat, had a row on the bus by themselves. They had 2 buses would go on trips whenever they get road
and a massage therapist.
Yeah, they did have that too. That was off the chain.
I ain't mad at them. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I used to, hey y'all, I ain't never told nobody that. I used to like that. I said that. Yeah, if I had it like that, I did the same thing for my son. I did the same thing. So I ain't mad at Mr. Troutman, whatever his name is. I ain't mad at him. What's up? The wine man is in the building. They call Chatterbox the radio man. Kelder, you the wine man now. Hey, Jimmy, we go on the road. The folks should be talking about, hey, radio man, we whooping y'all again. But now, keep on going. What else? Yeah. Come on. Let's go again.
I'm just reading it, and the thing is, a lot of people in Herb ask that question, and people go and you can make excuses or you give answers. Bottom line is that it's a false notion that when people say things are much better somewhere else, it's not. It's peaks and valleys in this stuff. There are a couple of year spans where DFW has their rise up or rise above, and then there's going to be spans, and that has historically. That's history has proven that. Guys, we're not talking about I'm not giving an opinion. I'm talking about factually, based on history. Houston has risen above DFW for spans of time, and vice versa. Now it just happens to be we are in an era or a time, a space and time where DFW is cresting. They're peaking, right? They're risen above in regards to producing the high level student athletes in basketball. They have risen above. However, Greater Houston for 3 of the past 4 years has produced more Division I players. So what are you using as your measuring stick? What matters to you most? What matters? What are we talking about now? All these people, because that's why I ask people, are you measuring it? And you measuring on who's making the most pros, who's making the most McDonald Americans, or who's giving the most Division I prospects? It's 3 different things.
I like this, Jimmy. That kid ain't just, he might live there. That kid ain't really tied to that community, though. And because Paul said Trey ain't really never played here. He'll be in Cali next year in high school. He said, oops, I didn't mean to spill the tea. He meant to spill the tea. Well, it went all over the country then. But, I mean, I don't know the kid, but I seen him play on a highlight. I can't wait to see. Jimmy, so only way we'll see him is if we go to state, if one of our teams go to state. That's the only way we'll see Trey Johnson, right?
No, well, you mean when you say see him where?
If he ain't going to be around here nowhere. I have to go to state. That's what I'm talking about.
If they advance the state out of the region, they've had 2 scares in a row. 2 scares in a row.
Scares don't count, Jimmy. Scares don't count.
That means
scares don't count, Jimmy. So why don't you talk about them 4 buzzer beaters that TSU lost? The people just throwing the ball in the buzzer. You don't never say, well, Robert, we got 4 scares. So we can't talk about no scares. Scares don't count. Scares don't count.
You didn't win those games.
I know. So scares don't count.
No, if the team that won the game is supposed to be delivering knockout punches, and they're not giving.
They got a knockout player, Jimmy. He ain't got no knockout punches.
Okay, then. But then at the beginning of the playoffs, there are several people that came on this feed on the Boom Boom Room and said that they were going to just roll through the playoffs. Well, they're not. They're winning games.
You talking about Paul Miranda?
He's one of them. He's one of them. He's one of them.
Hold on, Jim. Herb said, Trey Johnson, if Trey Johnson at the icebreaker, I'm going to get a front row seat in that junk. Jimmy, I'm gonna buy. Hey, I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna buy that. I want to see Trey Johnson. Anybody in Dallas, tell Trey Johnson, man. I don't even go to these things no more. But I'm coming to see you, Trey.
Yeah, John Stovall called and he's like, man, I know played and talked to him the other day. He would be in town for the spring icebreaker,
dude,
exclusively.
Forget him. Robert Haller gonna be there. I ain't talking about no John Stovall. Robert Haller gonna be there. Trey Johnson. Trey Johnson. I hope somebody listening. Hey, Paul Miranda, clip this out for me. Hey, Pop. Man, I can't wait to see y'all at the icebreaker. How about that? I can't wait. I can't wait.
Oh. You know what? I forgot about that.
What?
The last game that Trey Johnson and Lake Highlands played. Thank you, Rick Brown. I forgot about that. Somebody sent me that clip the other day.
I want to hear him. Rick Brown always got something slick to say.
Yeah, no, that's not slick. That's a fact. The team that they played against only had five varsity players eligible for that game, and it was a single digit final.
That's all right.
It was a single digit with 5 eligible players.
And get what? And Trey knew that and said, "Man, I am not finna bust these dudes' ass the way I really want to." Oh, that's my new nephew. I don't even know him. I like him already now because y'all talking about it. Trey, hold on. I know his school, Lake Highlands. I know the school, though. Yes, sir. Rick Brown said, let me make it happen. I'm just messing with you, Rick. Come on, man. Come on. Give me some more.
And so that's, and speaking of the spring icebreaker, man, it's going to be live. But the teams that haven't reserved their slots, they need to do so. I'm telling you, and because putting that schedule together is never easy. It's going to be probably harder this year for me than anything, because based on a lot of logistics that I have to consider. And you guys want to get your spot reserved. It's better to reserve your slot, and then you figure out your personnel later than to wait till you have your first practice and your first trial. Reserve your slot. It's better to reserve and cancel than to not have your slot, and then I go to making a schedule, and then you can't get in front of who you hope to get in front of. I'm not going.
Jim, I got to find me a team to put in your term. I need a little discount.
You know what? I had an idea.
I'm finna find me a team.
No, Haller, you ain't got to do that. The team gonna see when you roll it out, and it's been already the blueprint is already been done. All you gotta do is just crank it up, boost the battery up, and crank the same.
Man, I'm not doing that. I'm not coaching no more because you're gonna talk about me. I ain't coaching no more team because you talked about me the whole damn time.
No, I got one.
No,
I got the solution. Nigga, okay. See, you gotta understand. I had to think about it. And like Joe Madison would say, what you gonna do about it if you got a problem with it? What are you gonna do about it? Here's what I got. We're going to do 2 things. Number 1, I'll meet you at the 50-yard line. I'll sit on the bench and coach the team with you.
Okay. All right, then. Okay. All right. Okay. I'll be there then. Then you can't talk about me.
Because I didn't like when you left.
I had to leave, though.
I'm sorry. You didn't leave. When you abandoned the Chop Shop unsigned senior team.
We still won.
No. We lost that next.
No, we did not. We won.
No, we didn't win the whole thing.
Yes, we did.
No.
Dude, I left my man Didi son in charge. We won the whole thing.
We lost.
No, we did not. No.
Doug, refresh his memory, Doug. That was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
We put together a team of 8 or so top unsigned seniors in the area.
I thought we won.
And we gave them a chance. See, Doug, I thought they lost again. You abandoned them.
Wait. All I remember is I didn't lose. They didn't win. They didn't lose while I was there. I'll put it like that.
And so, solution, Doug, I sit there, coach with him. That way now, if you come up missing,
you'll be there.
I know how to motivate the guys.
No. What happened though, Jimmy? They knew. My players
They have
knew.
5 players left, Hatter, but they have 5 players left.
Yeah, one of my players one of my players was too good. I ain't gonna call his name. He didn't come back. Man, I was so mad when I found out he didn't come back. He was doing good, man. Some kids just don't want to win, man. We ain't lose a game, y'all. Listen to me, y'all. While Robert Hatter was coaching, we didn't lose it. Jimmy, I don't think nobody got close. See, I don't think nobody got close. But okay.
So think about this. See now we on to something. Mm-hmm. And the team, guys, it was called the Chop Shop.
Yeah.
That was the name of the team.
That was the name of the team.
It wasn't no Chop Shop All-Stars. The team was the Chop Shop.
And Jimmy, we gave them the jersey. I let them keep the jerseys.
They kept the jerseys. But this time, we going to take the jerseys back up.
I wasn't there to get them. I wasn't there to get them, though. I would have got them if I was there.
Well, a couple of guys didn't show up the second day anyway. They thought you wasn't going to show up. That's what I'm saying. 2 players didn't show up.
Oh, they said, hold up. Get what they said. Pat Riley wasn't going to be there. I ain't coming. That's what they said, but keep going.
So, as I think about it now I'm back. Sorry about that. So now, what I'm thinking about now, if we had to put this in motion, look here, look here. I'll go over to the RCS Sports.
Okay.
Right. Let's see how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. This is gonna be some good stuff. And look here. Let me hit that. Let me click that, and let me click this, and let's share that, and then let's go like this here. Let's go like this here.
Okay.
Now,
I got to see it. I ain't seen it yet. I ain't popped up.
Y'all share the show right now. Watch this right here. I'm gonna get me a pen. Doug, get your pen. Write this down, Doug. And Doug can be our GM. Doug can be our GM, man.
All right.
He the general. Doug the GM.
Doug the GM, and we no Jeffrey Day player personnel.
Him and Archie is the director of media relations and player personnel. So now we got the whole shebang. And then here's what we do.
What you got? Let me put it on the whole screen by itself. Hold on.
Okay. They can hear, pretty well they can hear us talk.
Oh, they can hear. I'm gonna put us on the screen too. Keep talking.
Okay, so now,
I got you.
Now, guys, what I'm gonna do, I'm going over here and I'm gonna show you right here. Watch this right here. Payal. Now we see the rankings. So now we're gonna go and build this team of potentials. Over here, these are the top seniors in the area.
Let me move
right.
That
and this their college right here, and it's the faces. So we're gonna find who. So as it stands right now, number 8, Orlando Horton Jr. is the top unsigned senior guard. Adam.
What?
Orlando Horton Jr. Right?
Uh-huh.
His team is still in the playoffs. Right? He's hot. Right? Now, he's one of our guard potential. We got guards and forwards. Let's see. Next up, unsigned. Zion Little from Dickinson, right?
Mm-hmm.
Zion Little. He's about 6'6". Next up, we got Jake Pike and Bryce Smith. That's Marissa's son, Adam.
Okay.
So Bryce Smith and Jake Pike at St. Thomas. And Jake is about 6'7". Now we have TJ Ford Jr. is another one, right? So now after we make I'll make a list of about 12 guys, and then we're gonna put reality into place. Angel Sunye is another one. Angel Sunye, that's a guard. He went to Maid Creek earlier this year, transferred over to Good Vision Academy. CJ McCain over at Texas City. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Next up, another guard, Kendrick Bailey. You asked about him yesterday, Hatter, from Dawson. Right? So that's 5 guards so far. Kyrie Murray. Ooh, he's athletic. High flyer. You got Kyrie Murray and Runyo. So now, Runyo is a shooting guard. Now we can stop. We don't need no more guards now. Sean Wells, Spring Woods, 6'7". These are the options. Aiden Purdue.
What's up, Aiden?
Katie, big body. You know him?
Nah. I'm just speaking. I'm trying to get me out the way.
And of course, you got the big fella from Clements, Michael Oakes. I'm just writing them down. We gonna a lot of these guys. I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of these guys we wouldn't even court them, and I'll tell you why in just a second. Mm-hmm. Bukola or Boyo, right? He's played over there with Olajuwon's son over at Clements.
I like him. I've seen him play once. Yeah.
Right? So now we got Larry Lyons, another high flyer. We got to put him on the list, even though I didn't want no more guards, but he's such a talent. You got to put him on there as a possible. Now Glenn Bishop will round off the list.
Okay.
Right? Glenn Bishop. Mm-hmm. So check this out. Doug, where Doug at? Now we go back and click and look. First of all, TJ Ford Jr., Bryce Smith, they're playing, I think, grassroots with TJ Ford this summer. So they will eliminate them.
Okay.
From consideration. Okay. Michael Oakes is playing with Team Temple. It would eliminate him from consideration. Right?
Okay.
And Runyo is playing with D Gibb. Thanks, Doug. So we eliminate Runyo from consideration. Right? Who else? So I'm just trying to see now that's trimming the list down. In all honestly, Orlando Harden would probably not be eligible for this because he's expected to commit to his college of choice as soon as his high school season ends. So we're going to scratch Orlando Harden.
Okay.
But he would not have signed that.
Okay.
Would he still want to just get some rec in and take his show on the road with the Chop Shop
and be coached by me? One time, that's going to be his only opportunity to be coached by me. You feel me? Orlando, come on, baby. Here go. Karima said she's shaking her head.
Now, Adam, that leaves us with 4 guards: Kendrick Bailey, Angel Sunye, Kyrie Murray, Larry Lyons.
That's all I need, Jimmy. I don't need much.
I like them folk because Larry Lyons and Kyrie Murray, they can go and get it at the top of the square. They can go get it up there. They can play above guards with length, with good mid-range game.
Jimmy, I got to have a point guard, though. Who going to be my point?
Angel Sunye and Kendrick Bailey. Them you two.
Oh,
they can
okay.
Get it done.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah. And Angel is more of a power guard. You know, that power guard. That's what I call a guard that want to play physical. Power guard.
Ricky Scott telling me I'm loading my team. Yeah, I
am. And you know what? We could go and get Julius Crosby from Wheatley. He could be our fifth guy. Remember now, I put him on as if one of those other guys we find there on the team, Julius would be the next guy up without question.
Okay.
When we had stopped taking guards, I looked right over because we had stopped taking so many guards on the team. Okay. Now on the bigs, Zion Little is a no-brainer. He can get physical. He played on the sneaker circuit on the EYBL last summer.
Okay.
So he knows he's hungry enough, and he has a frame that college coaches would go Google over if they got a chance to just see him in the primary role on the team or one of the primary roles as opposed to being just a regular ant in that ant bed from last year would live on. Now, Jake Pike would give us that one white kid. We need a good white kid.
Yeah.
We need the white kid, and it's cool when you got the white kid and he ain't necessarily the scorer. I don't know. I like the white kid that's the shooter sometimes because that means it makes teams feel.
Who Pike play for? St. Thomas. Oh, he can get up a little bit.
He's solid. He's good. He's more good than not.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'll take old Jake Pike.
We can get Pike, right? That'll give then Aiden Purdue. That'll give us 2 white guys. That way now he ain't the token.
Okay.
We get Purdue. Purdue gotta look. Remember that district, that district that Purdue played in, he had to play Seven Lakes twice. They still in the playoffs. He had to play Katie Jordan twice. They still in the playoffs.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's battle tested, and he's a first team all district. If we can get Purdue, that'll make Archie proud because Archie loves Aiden Purdue.
Okay.
You know, he play out more film on Aiden Purdue than any other kid.
Hey, Doug, I got to give you one. Since we gave Archie one, I got to get Doug one. Doug, you got who gonna make Doug proud? Doug, can I get one of my 409s up there? I need a 409 up in me, Jimmy. Them 409 dudes, I need one of them now on my team. We ain't got no 409s.
They best kids down there, underclassmen have.
Oh, okay. All right.
They best.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Hey, man. Hey, we own to something right now. You guys know this right now. If this team, listen, Angel Sunye, Kendrick Bailey, Kyrie Murray, Larry Lyons, maybe Julius Crosby.
Who's Keandre Jones? For Port Arthur Memorial.
Yeah, that's one. But he's a guard though, ain't he? Yeah.
Doug, we got too many guards, Doug.
Do we need to? No, we got to get Glenn Bishop on there. We got to get Glenn Bishop on there. Glenn Bishop.
I thought we already had Glenn Bishop.
Yeah. I'm talking about. We narrowing it down. Glenn Bishop, no brainer.
Okay.
Guess what? Know why? Because he's hungry enough, and the dad is hungry enough. They can't wait to prove and to beat up because we'll put them. We would get that team on the main court.
Oh, hell yeah.
We would get the team would play some of those sneaker teams. Ain't no doubt about that.
Hey, we ain't scared.
Ain't no doubt about that. They would play that. You know,
whoa. Keandre Jones, 6'5", Jim. I need some 6'5" in my life. 6'5", yeah. He can jump. I don't know what's wrong with you. What's wrong with your mute button, Jim?
What happened?
Okay, now you talk. Doug said he's 6'5". And got the state high jump champ. I want him.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Man, I need some athletes, Jim. Hold up. Hey, Doug. Hey, give me somebody I can coach now. Don't you be like Rob Pelinka now.
So that means we got to drop Pike or Purdue.
I'm trying to see. I done heard Pike name a little bit more. No, man, can't we keep both of them a white guy? I want both of them.
Wendy, we taking this is the only unsigned seniors, Wendy Johnson. You just got in there. Your sons are not seniors right there.
No.
We got a little ways.
They gonna be signed. We ain't gonna Yeah.
If you just joined in, we are entertaining the thought of possibly bringing something back that we did during the COVID because of the fact it was COVID and we found that people wanted to play and unsigned seniors and we gave them opportunity under the team that we named the Chop Shop. It was kind of cool. The team won like 3 games and lost in the championship of a tournament that was held during that summer. And we're thinking about what if we bring it back, unsigned seniors, and we get the actual cream of the crop of available ones. We're not going to go and attempt to get any. We would not go and attempt to get any kids or lure any kids who have already made a commitment to grassroots programs. So I want you guys to understand that this ain't one of them situations. If a kid is already committed to a grassroots program, then we're not going to even solicit.
No.
And then also it would be a situation where these kids, they would come and it would be a collective. Their parents, it have to be some type of investment that would be made. These kids would go and they would bring the entry fee and divvy it up. That way now those parents see, because if you give them too much free stuff, then they're gonna appreciate it.
Right.
You're gonna have problems. So they're gonna that way now we keep this thing and want to mess up nobody's eligibility or nothing like that. They're gonna go. The entry fees will be whatever. If it's $300 and we have 8 kids, then it'll be $38 a piece or something, 37 a piece. So that's what they would do. And then we would probably add another 13, and we find a way. One thing we do is on that road, if you win, you might eat free.
Yeah.
We might feel good enough, you might eat free. I like winning. Now, don't get it twisted now. You win, you eat. Your ass don't win, go to Walmart, get some peanut butter and some jelly, and they make it in the same bottle now, the same can.
Hey, y'all already know I'm going to take care of my boy. Y'all ain't worried about you. Hey, they going to be all right.
So if any of these kids we just named, it helps, take down this, put that email address, scroll it across the bottom half, our email address.
I got you.
This is what we're going to do. Don't think for a minute that we're going to turn around and go and beg 10 kids to come.
Oh, no.
Beg them to come for us to help them out. No. If they want to, if they're interested, have the parent send us or the guardian send us an email, chopshophtx@gmail.com. chopshophtx@gmail.com. I'll say these names for you guys again. And pretty much the first, we'll take 8, maybe 9. We don't want a 10, do we, Adam? I don't like that first string, second string stuff.
Because I want them all to be able to play.
Yeah. Tap on it and change the color.
I got
tap it because we both got on white. Tap on it and change the color on it. But so I'm gonna name these kids, whichever the first ones that call. This is no tryout. This invite only though. These guys are invited, but the first 8 that respond, first 4 guards, first 4 wings. Then guess what? We got Angel Sunye, Kendrick Bailey, Kyrie Murray from Bush High School, Larry Lyons from Dawson High School, Julius Crosby from Wheatley High School, Zion Little from Dickinson, Jake Pike from St. Thomas, CJ McCain from Texas City, Aiden Purdue from Katy, Glenn Bishop from Stafford, Keandre Jones from Port Arthur Memorial, and Bukola Oboyo from Clements High School. Any of those, send an email. Or if I was you guys, you can feel free to send to screenshot the email address as it come across the bottom of the screen right now. Take a screenshot with your picture, click it right now, and there you go. You can go and send that to if you're close with that family. We're serious about this, and I promise you, this team would get probably more exposure to college coaches during the non-live period than any team in the United States of America. I guarantee you that. You know why? Because they know each one of those kids. These are non-Division I coaches, and they looking for top talent that's available. So that's seniors. Most of those other teams going to have underclassmen and sprinkled with seniors here and there. So guess what? This is for y'all. This is for H-Town. Paul Miranda, you ought to get on your horse and get you a DFW team.
Yeah, come on down here so we can bust your head wide in.
Bring them to the icebreaker. If you bring them to the icebreaker, I might be able to help you with some rooms. Get them down there, and they come on down in by 2 or 3 cars, and you put them against our little team right here. We'll put you in the same pool because ain't gonna be no one. This team is trying to get the money, Hal. This team is trying to get the money.
Let's go get that money, baby. Hey, Glenn Bishop, come get this money, man. Yeah.
Michael Jordan asked a question to you, Hal.
Are the names mentioned on the unsigned seniors team, or they need to contact you? Are the names mentioned on the unsigned seniors team, or do they need to contact you? I don't know.
Just the name only of the names that I mentioned.
Yeah. Okay.
This is not for everybody. We're not trying to get nothing started. We're not trying to have 2 teams and 4 teams. We're not trying to start no organization. We're doing this for this ain't for July. This ain't for June. This is only a team for March and April. Yeah. That's it.
One time shot.
Because if you guys doesn't get the looks, well, they're going to get signed.
Hey, Jimmy, hold on, Jimmy. I want some guys who want to be here too. Don't be coming because your mama them to bring it. Mamas, we want guys that's going to want to be here and going to have a commitment to that weekend. All right? If his ass got to work that weekend, nah. Let's get that straight right now. All right? Okay. Now, Jimmy, you can go back.
Yeah, man. So that's it, man. We that's cool, right? I'm gonna put this save my notes on this one. Got to save.
Yeah. I got him. I'm out. Yeah, let's get out of here, man. I mean, unless you got something else.
This weekend, Prairie View is hosting Texas Southern on Saturday. What time's that game, man?
I don't know. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I don't know. I just know.
I would think it would be 5 o'clock.
I think it's 3 though, Jim.
Oh, it's 3. Is that early? Oh man, they overlap.
Let me look. Let me take a look. You know I got to go. All I know, I got to be there. I got to be there early for the girls. So I'll let y'all know. Hold on. Let me tell y'all. Let me see what I done clicked to the site already. Uh-oh. Did I tell y'all about PJ Henry? Okay, the men's game at 3, Jimmy. Yeah, the men's game is at 3, so the girls' game must be. Oh, I got to be up there early then. PV, here I come.
The girls' game is at 3:30, so the boys is at what, 5:30?
No, the men's game is at 3, cause it's on HBCU Go.
Yeah, that ain't
HBCU Go.
That's going to help Prairie View, but hurt the whole, for the nominal basketball fans, because that would be either at one of the regional finals. And
everybody don't want to go see that mess.
I say the nominal, those prospects.
Yeah.
You want prospects.
But half the prospects ain't that. The people who ain't going, you mean they parents. But half the players, all the players in the city need to be up there watching some college basketball. Y'all done seen enough high school basketball. Hey, Doug, tell me, no, Doug, y'all lucked up and won that last game now. All the girls gonna be 12:30. Yeah. Girl, I got to be there early as hell. The girls are 12:30. Oh, that's right. When you do the girls, so HBCU Go. So that's on your dial, your CW dial here in Houston. So yeah, the girls are 12:30, and the guys. Yeah, so I have it early. You know what, Jimmy? I'm gonna get out of there early. Man, I might. Yeah, I got you. Doug, you're in trouble. You're in trouble this weekend, Doug. You're going down today, boy. Robert Haller, don't give a shout out to Jaden Bowen. Why not? Who is Jaden Bowen? Hey, y'all, I'm gonna talk about Ja Morant next week because I want to have some time to talk about it. If Hatter leave Hicks, I'll step in. Okay, Kel. All right, Kel, you can be the bench coach behind the bench, and then
he gonna be part of. He gonna be the in charge of the hospitality committee.
Okay. Oh yeah. Kelvin, you in, baby? You in, baby? Oh boy, we gonna have a ball. Hey, man, I can't believe this man talked me into this crap. I said, hold up, what's them dates? Y'all ain't gonna be having me messed up now. Rename it the Doug Dome instead of the Baby Dome. Man, Doug ain't got that kind of juice. Doug ain't got, talking about the Baby Dome is Doug Dome. Oh, hell no. No, sir. PV Diaper Dandy from, man. Hey, man. Jimmy gonna ignore Seven Lakes. Seven Lakes, Jimmy, why he wants you to say something about Seven Lakes? Say something about Seven Lakes for Paul Miranda.
Well, Seven Lakes they have a game against Clear Falls on tomorrow in the semifinals.
I heard that's going to be a hard game.
Beaumont United is on the other.
Okay. No, okay.
And all roads in this region goes through Beaumont United.
Absolutely.
Even though Beaumont United was 5A and it's their first year in the 6A.
Don't matter.
So it still goes through Beaumont United. And once again, as I said last week, sure, most people from the DFW would hope that Beaumont United lose because
Oh, I see why he's saying that.
it would make their path
Oh,
a little bit easier on paper. Yeah, you hope they lose.
okay.
Yeah, I know you do. You want them to
I
lose
got you,
because
Paul.
that's a scary draw at the state. You're gonna put them back in that same arena. That means they will have been in that arena more than in consecutive years, more than any other team, except in that classification it is in 6A. Of course, they're new territory. So that's the whole thing. You want them to win. Yeah.
Hey, man,
guess what?
This is a great weekend, Jimmy. Basketball tomorrow. Basketball Saturday. What we got Sunday?
Shoot.
Somebody gonna ask me. Somebody gonna ask me.
Sunday's I told you so today.
Oh, I know. I know what I'm gonna do. Wait a minute. I gotta go. Wait a minute. Man, I know. Is the weather gonna be nice Sunday?
Yeah. It should be. There's a little cool front coming in, but that's not cold front. Cool, be good. You know, some light long sleeve. Ricky Scott is about 3A. Hitchcock will win 3A state championship this year. Hitchcock will win it this year and next year. Hitchcock.
I might go to Memphis, Jimmy. U of H and Houston play on Memphis on Sunday. So when I leave, I might go to Memphis a Saturday night then. I'm glad. Thank you. Who said that? I forgot about that. Let me work on that now.
John, that's right. I on Sunday, I'm going to stop by at the MI3 Center or wherever the appropriate age divisions are for the John Lucas All-Star Weekend, that big tournament taking place this weekend in Houston. A lot of 8th grade. It's 8th grade and below. So it's that those divisions are 8th grade and below. Go there and drop a few flyers for the spring icebreaker. Pick up some good young straggler teams. We need a lot more of them young teams to help push this thing into the territory that we want to be in for the icebreaker. And I need to see the game with you.
Okay, I need Sonya and Mindy. Y'all get in touch with me.
And yes, the perfect play for anyone that's going to the 4A regionals. That's the game that is highly anticipated by me. I don't know if many people paying attention, but that's Fur versus Silsby. Fur versus Silsby, and then Booker T. Washington is playing Center, Texas, in the second game of the doubleheader. Well, Fur and Silsby is going to be a dandy. Well, if you go into that game, it's at Bryan High School, in College Station, Bryan, Texas. And if you go to that game, guess what, Hal?
Huh?
And if you staying down there, Texas A&M plays Alabama Saturday morning at 11 a.m. You might, if you can get you a ticket to that game, that means now you go to that game, then you go and watch the 4A championship in Bryan College Station, right? At 1 o'clock. What time is that? Let me look on the. I need to.
Man, I'm not going to watch nothing. A&M play nothing. Who A&M play now? Who you said?
They're playing Alabama for seed. Alabama, poor Auburn messed off the door. That game that game would have meant first place on the line if Auburn would have held on to that 15-point lead with under 10 minutes to go in the game yesterday. Unbelievable how they fumbled that game out. Now, I'm looking now to see what time the championship. Oh, it's at 2 o'clock. I'll say if it was 1 o'clock, I could have made it back down and caught halftime of TSU and Prairie View. If the championship on Saturday was at 1 o'clock, that would have been perfect. A&M at 11. I could have stayed down there. Boy. Could have stayed down there. That's what I might do. I need to see this. But I need to get out of there. But anyway, man, we're going to let you guys up out of here, man. There's so much doing. Yes, I see you guys down in Bryan, Texas.
Hey, I'm taking all of them. Hey, son, if y'all go to the game in Memphis, we sit front row. So y'all have your front row outfits now. We ain't sitting. We sitting right there across from the players' bench, right there. Them 3 seats, them first 3 seats, right in front of the band. Yeah. Hey man, you know what, man? I'm finna go. I'm gonna see can I make that happen. I need to leave y'all for a little bit. I need to leave y'all. Let's go Port Arthur Memorial. Shout out to Port Arthur Memorial. Let's go Wesley Yates. I see you tomorrow, baby. Yeah, Jimmy, I'm going to see Orlando and Wesley tonight. Tomorrow night. You feel me? That's where I be. Doug, where you at, Doug? Where Doug at? Doug, where you gonna be, Doug? Doug, we got to cover the whole span now. I don't need everybody out there with me. I'm gonna report, Jimmy. I'm gonna report. I'm gonna be like I used to do. I used to tell you when I used to be at the game. I used to text you what's going on. And I might do that again. I might do that this time.
Yeah, man.
I might do that this time.
Hey, Port Arthur, don't forget, Port Arthur is still in the playoffs. They're in the 5A regions over there. Doug will be over there on Friday.
I'm sorry, Jim.
At the Berry Center.
Jim, let's go Pearland girls. I can't forget about my girls. Shout out to Pearland girls. Let's go. Y'all beat my girls at Summer Creek. So I got to roll with Pearland girls. You right. Thank you, Sarita Elkins. Shout out to Pearland. Let's go Pearland girls. Who they play? I don't even know who they play. But I want to play with them. I want them to win. Yeah.
Port Arthur play Colleen Ellison on the boys' side. That's going to be Friday, 8 p.m. It's the second game of that doubleheader at the Berry Center. Thurgood Marshall is playing the first game against Rudder High School. That's out of College Station.
Okay.
So that's a 6 o'clock game. Jalen Lowe is in action. And again, if you hadn't seen this young fella play, hey, man, Jalen Lowe has been putting on shows after show after show. But, you know, in for this season for the Thurgood Marshall team, and coached by legendary Hall of Famer Ronnie Courtney. That's pretty much it. I'm looking, Pearland. So DeSoto is tough. Them girls,
they're always good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they always.
The DeSoto girls are the Duncanville, akin to the Duncanville boys of the girls' side. They're the Duncanville.
Okay.
Yeah, they've been toting a hammer for quite some time. But anyway, we about to land the plane. It's time to fire down Dino's back and Yabba Dabba do this thing for this week. We see you guys. Make sure you share the show. It's unfortunate, boy. TSU Prairie View, the loser could be out.
Go Tigers!
TSU lose, their season is done.
Man, I don't want to see why I just don't like the way you said it.
Mothball.
I got Jordan Carr Nichols, P.J. Henry, John Walker, Davon Barnes, Keelan Farouk. They ain't gonna let us win. They ain't gonna let us lose. How about that?
Yeah, Doug, your Prairie View Panthers might be in trouble.
Jim, look what I got on there, Jim. All the way. Look.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
yeah. Pants right there.
I got my outfit on y'all. I got my outfit on y'all. But we'll see y'all later, man. Thank y'all so much for this week. Great week. We'll see y'all on Monday.
Yes, indeed. Peace. Right. Chop shop.
We out. Come on, buddy. It's coming, Jimmy. It just
Jim Hicks. Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live.